I'm just sitting here with a beautiful dear soul client who's traveled 3 hours to see me here today. And you're presenting this situation where you said, my life is in disorder. What can I do? I've got all these boxes. I've got all of these different things. I want to be able to put my life in order. What can I do differently? And I suggested a few things, starting with make into a game, a joyful discipline. This is something that works for me. I may have a box, which I do have, of a number of different pieces of paper that need to be sorted. But instead of feeling overwhelmed, what I do is I make it into a game. So whenever I walk past this box, I have the joyful discipline of reaching, I don't even have to see it with my eyes, my hand, whatever piece of paper or object that's in this box to be sorted, that I land on with my hands, I hold it in my hand, I go, oh, does this need to be thrown away, donated, given to a friend, burned? I just choose one object. I don't let myself get overwhelmed. I turn it into this playful ritual. So then I do that. So that's the first thing. You can do that. Now, taking it further, what else can you do to put yourself in a state of being able to ignite the beautiful creativity that you do have? You were saying to me, okay, in the morning, I have this morning ritual. In the morning ritual, what I do is I write some of my thoughts down. I call it the morning pages. And I'd really like to start writing my memoirs, you said to me just a few minutes ago. And okay, what are you going to do about that? If they're going to, for example, have you just write your initial words, you can go further. I was mentioning I wrote my PhD thesis in this way. It took me 4 years to do it. I had the chapter titles, I put them into empty pages with just the titles. And every day I would just make it a practice to look at the titles and limitations of the study, social implications of the study. And sooner or later, in the blank canvas, I would see, imagine, sense, and visualize some words. Community participation, helping people make a difference in their world, in putting together youth and elders, and it just whatever came to mind. And out of this practice, I didn't even do anything more. I would come back to that page a next day and, oh, there's a community program happening down in my town. I'm going to write this down and talk about how the method of, in this case, my therapy, my Woolman method for the whole person, actually works with that, and I can actually use a community example to show how that can be something compelling, telling, welling, and swelling for people. So in the same with you, when you take the time to write, just for a few minutes there, your daily page, take a few minutes, instead of then going off and letting that be enough, okay, look at the difference between this statement, I have to do this, and I have this to do. When you have this to do, it creates an invitation, a playful, easy, graceful, flowing way of having yourself do the same thing that otherwise, I have this to do, I have to do this. It puts all this urgency and emergency. You can't think straight or let alone function or be creative when I have this to do. But I have this, I have to do, I have this, I have to do this. Shifting to, I have this to do, it frees you. I have this to do. So what? I'll get around to it when I get around to it. So after writing the few pages or a few sentences even, doesn't matter, just getting the energy flowing of this daily pages, again, as a joyful discipline, as a moment-to-moment practice, then I turn to a page on my computer that says memoirs. It's a folder. And I just wait. I don't actually do anything. I may go to a beautiful park with my beautiful glass of juice or apple and next to a water fountain, something that's really inspiring, nurturing, and empowering for me. And what do I do next? I wait. I wait until something appears in that blank space of memoir. Oh, I keep thinking about this story. One time when I was XYZ years old, I remember there was this little girl that was there in the park, just like this one, and she was playing with a butterfly. This was such a remarkable moment. And suddenly you write one story, one example, no big deal. And then no force, no need to complete it, no need to have to put it in order. That's what I've done for today. And go on enjoying your being in that place of receptivity where your warmth and wisdom and wittiness and whimsy comes through this simple practice. I pass that on to you who are listening and watching. I'll send you a copy of this as well so that you can practice this even more easily to what you hear on your voice recorder, because you're recording this while I say it into my camera, and I'll send you a copy. There you go. Such an easy practice.